Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Velvet, and I think one of the first times I think on my very first video, which was about 5 back ago, I think I haven't been on YouTube very long, I talked about the struggle of trying to find a foundation that would complement my skin. And I bought one, took it back. Then I decided to order from Shop Push. And though I really like their eyeshadow palettes, they're known for selling dupes for higher end palettes. And I'm all about that because I really don't want to spend $75 on an eyeshadow palette I'm going to wash off my face down the sink at the end of the day. Anyway, but I didn't read the fine print, and so I bought 2 foundations and I opened them up. I ordered by what I thought worked for me until I seen it in the sunlight. And I don't know why nobody in my family told me, Velvet, that makeup is too dark for you. But they didn't. But I seen it in the sunlight on me on a check-in. And I was like, oh my goodness. I thought this worked. I could make it work. But I don't make it work. So anyway, I bought me another shade. Just one shade lighter. It was still bad. So I bought 2 from Shop Push. One was 9 and one was 8. And one was LA Girl Pro Coverage in the shade. I have the shade on here. Serious? Well, in the shade, in the Milani, this was $9. I bought it in 01. And since I ordered this, I went on their site. They actually do have some lighter than this. This was 01 in Creamy Vanilla. And I thought it probably just looks a little dark on lime when I get it in person. Since 01 is the lowest they go, it'll work. No, it don't work. And so, so I tried to send these back, and because I had opened them, they wouldn't swap them out. I think I'm going to contact Milani and see if they will do something about this. LA Girl. Anyway, so then I'm going on Walmart and I'm looking around and I see that they have LA Girls. These was 8 on Shop Push. Walmart has LA Girl for $4.55. Did I get taken? Yes. But I found that LA Girl has, it's still called Pro Coverage, high definition, but it comes in white. And what you use it is to mix with foundation to get to your correct color. Yay! So I did mix it with the Milani foundation last night, which the Milani is Conceal and Perfect, 2-in-1 concealer and foundation. But it makes it not full coverage. I did like it. I mean, I love it. You know, I got the combination right, and it did match my skin. Because it still gave it that rosy tone and not a yellow tone. I come across a true match that I thought would be my shade, and I was yellow to the point that I almost looked, even though it was called ivory, I almost looked green. So today I'm going to mix this with, I think this was called some kind of, oh, it's called Fair. This is called Fair, and I'm going to tell you, this is in no way fair. I don't know who would be fair and wear this. But anyway, I'm going to add some of the white to it, and we're going to see how it does today. Now I've already moisturized and put on my primer. I know you can tell it because my face is shiny. And I still use the same primer, Almay. It's Smart Shade. It's a corrector, and it's got the purple and green in it. And I love it. I probably won't ever swap from that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pump of the Almay. Fair, that's what it is. And then I'm going to take a pump of the white, and I'm going to use my hand as a palette. I keep thinking every time I go to the Dollar Tree I'm going to get me just a pillar candle holder and use that as my palette, but I keep forgetting. So I'm just going to use a makeup handle and blend it out. Yep, and I'm going to smear it on my face. And I'm going to use the artiste brush. Kind of makes things faster, really. Now, I haven't tried it with this. I haven't tried the LA Girl with the LA Girl. So, this will be a first time today. We'll see about it. The artiste brushes say that you're supposed to go in one fluid motion. I kind of find it hard to do. I sort of stipple and drag. I didn't conceal my, like I got a little red dot right there. It's one of them little teeny tiny hemangiomas I have on my face right there. You can tell it brings my skin in. I did have a big bruise on my face earlier from a mishap I had. And sometimes I forget that I'm not a skinny bee anymore, that I'm a fat bee. I'm the queen bee. And I fail. Yeah. And I hurt myself just a little bit. Somebody asked me about contouring, so I'm going to talk a little bit about how I contour. I contour a little bit of my forehead. I got a big head. That's what I got. I don't conceal either. I got two mature eyes to do that, and it cakes very bad. I haven't found any that don't. Okay. I use a taupe color. You just have to find the color that suits you. The browns, well, they'll look brown, but then you try to spread them out and they look too orange, and orange is just don't do for me. That's my little mole you see right there. Anyway, so I'll show it to you. They call it blush, but I don't know who would wear it for blush. But it's a taupe color and then a highlight. I don't really use the highlight. I sometimes put it right under to bake it, or if it gets too dark, I might use it on top of it if I've gotten too carried away. But anyway, I just tap my brush in it, do it at the top of my ear and go about halfway down. Do it on the other side. Top of my ear, halfway down. Then what's on the rest, I just go around my head. Looks like get really right there, good. Now, actually, I don't buff it out with that because I don't like the way it does. So I buff it out with this. Circular motions. Don't bring it down, try to fluff it up on your cheek. See? And then you just I see some YouTubers, like well, I'll call out Laura Lee. The other day she had her head done so much it was red. I don't know what kind of stuff she'd used, but her forehead was red. And it did not look good. I don't watch her very often. I don't know what called me to watch. And so it looks like I need a little bit more to me. So I'm just going to dip back under slightly damp and just bounce it in. You don't want it to show. There you go. Oop, got that under there. And I think it makes my nose look a little bit smaller. So now I'm going to go in with blush, if I can find my blush. Yep. I don't see my blush. I didn't see my blush, so you know what I'm going to do? You can use whatever you got. I'm not going to go back there and get my blush. So I'm going to use some eyeshadow. And I'm going to use this one right here. And I'm just going to go in there. And I'm going to take it right back here. And drag it down. And sort of swirl it into the... See? Swirl it into the contour. And I don't do that apples of the cheeks, because you know what happens when you get older and you smile and you do apples of the cheeks and you let go? It drags your face down. So I start at the back, move to the front. That's what I do. Right there. I'll stop about mid-eye. And that's it. I didn't bring my highlighter in here. Usually I do a little sea highlighter right there. You can see that in my pictures last night. I just go, it's a weird place to put it, but it's just a different place. Because I have a lot of texture right in here. So I just put it right there. A little C mark. And so now we're going to powder. Since I didn't bring my powder in here, this what they call it highlighter, but it doesn't. It's not. It's just plain old powder. I'm just going to go in here. I usually use pink powder. I put it under my eyes because it'll brighten it up without caking. It's a really finely milled powder. I like it. It's called Meat Story. It's a Korean brand. They have a website. It's hard to buy it there because it's in bots. On until I found it. Where I could buy it in US dollars. I can't remember right off the, I can't remember right off. Alright. So then I'm going to put on some lips. Oh, I forgot to, on my eyes. I got some black liner, but I wanted to do a little bit of lavender because that's just too high. Can't give up all of me. Oh yeah, that looks good. And my lips. What kind of lips? How about Red Door? I love this color. It is so red. It is. Oh, I got a lip primer by She. It's supposed to help keep the lips from feathering. I don't know. My lips are real dry, even though I derma rolled them twice this week because well, you can see right there that band is trying to come back, and I had broken it up with derma rolling. Here we go. Red Door Red. True red. I love it. So I hope I showed you a little something about contouring. If you have something specific, I might can help you. Those are the two things I do right here, and I usually do it in spite of blush, and I don't do blush because my cheeks are so red anyway. So you can see I didn't hardly even use any blush, and I'm still red. But I always try to mix it down into, and if I'm going to put highlight on, like I said, I don't hardly use highlight. If I do, I make a little C right here. And always do that with your lipstick. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on contouring and shadows and highlights and the Artiste brushes, and I hope everyone has a great holiday, and I'm so sorry that my camera is shaking. Everyone have a blessed day, and until next time.